Well, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy MLK Day. I wanted to sit down and talk to y'all about the I Have a Dream speech, how it's affected me, how Martin Luther King has affected me. So, the only thing that has really changed throughout my life is I've gotten some experience underneath my belt, so happy, joy. Oh my goodness. So the first time I ever saw the speech written down, the I Have a Dream speech, was in a literature book or a history book when I was in elementary school. The only thing that really stuck out to me was equality. And back when I was really young in the 90s, I'm a 90s kid, was, okay, yeah, equality. I had no reason to hate, nor did the people, my peers around me. So I guess it didn't impact me all that much. Besides, why would a person hate? Granted, different times. I'm sorry. There was no reason for me to hate, nor the people around me to hate. I guess I didn't see the things that Martin Luther King saw, nor did my mother, who we'll get to in a minute. It just didn't make sense in my pee-wee brain of why would anybody hate somebody because of their skin color. The only reason that I guess you could call dislike or something around that nature is, you've judged me for something, or you stole my bubblegum, or you just don't want to be nice to me in the sandbox. I guess you could call that dislike. But moving on, the next time I saw the speech was actually, I heard it in its entirety. Oh, I thank this teacher to this day. We were actually required to listen to the speech in its entirety, read it, and then write a report. Prefacing, bleh. I will say this. I was a goth kid throughout junior high, high school, and into college. So, the report was, how has prejudice affected you, or have you had prejudices put onto you? So, my report was, the kids I hang out with are goth kids, skater kids, all that. Okay. The thing is, my report was over, you're not going to take a second look at the goth kids. You're going to judge them because of the way they look. We had every single color of skin, religion, preference, sexuality preference hang out with us. We didn't hate you because of who you are. I mean, if you judged us, we didn't like you because you didn't give us a second chance. We gave multiple chances. I mean, we were allowed to hang out with any group, but most older people didn't want to give us a second chance because we looked off. We had that fringe lifestyle. The music we listened to was screamy or rockish or whatever you want to call it, but most of the older crowd didn't want to give us a second chance. I guess you could call that prejudicial, prejudice, whatever you want to call it. So that was my report, and it made a big impact on my teacher. So into college, I went. I didn't ever graduate college, but it made a big impact on me too. I learned about the Jim Crow laws. I wish I would have learned about them in junior high and high school. I also learned that we still have them in the South, and it doesn't look like it's changing anytime soon. I wish it would. I thank that teacher too, because she was upfront and honest about everything. She's seen hatred, she's seen injustice, and I wish things would change. It's not only the skin color, it's hatred just because you can hate. Also, in my family, my mother's a hippie, very much. She supports protests. If you believe that you can stand up and make a change, stand up even if you're standing alone. That does not mean kids go out and protest your school because you have homework. Do it in the right reasons. If that assignment is unjust, show your support in a different way, but don't just protest your work because you don't want to do it. Be smart about it. But my godmother was actually there on the march at Washington. So there has been a lot of, stand up for what you believe in, even if you're standing alone. You may have a crowd behind you, but you may just be the only one there. She wasn't the only one there, believe me. So what the speech means to me today, it means to have equality. Means no matter who you are, you have the right to be equal. No matter your race, your religion, your sex, gender, no matter who you are, you have the right to be who you are, or things like that. I guess that's always what it stood to me. And just because you have a child, that child can play with anybody. Kids don't see hate. I mean, you teach them to see hate. So why would you raise a child to see hate? I guess I'll leave it there for a day. Thank y'all for being here with us since day one. I will see y'all later.